As ranchers battle the cold weather to care for their livestock, many are reminded of an iconic Charlie Russell creation. The Montana Ag Network's Lane Nordland dives into a piece of history.
And most artists, paint what they see, and Charlie painted what he lived.
The winter of 1886 and 87, Montana experienced a brutal winter that killed thousands of cattle that grazed on the open range. A young C.M. Russell was working at the OH Ranch in the Judith Basin.
And the owners wrote a letter to the ranch foreman asking what condition the cattle were in. And the ranch foreman didn't really know how to respond because the news was so bad.
Instead of using words, Kid Russell painted a small watercolor and sent it to the cattle owners in Helena.
Penciled with these watercolors of this steer, emaciated steer, about to starve to death, surrounded by wolves. They were just waiting for the steer to die. And he sent it back. He sent that painting back, and the name of the painting at that time was Waiting for a Chinook.
The artwork was the Instagram of the late 19th century, sharing a tragic story with just one image.
The two guys then started showing it to their friends about the conditions of the things in the Utica area, and the painting found its way to a little shop there in Helena, and was on display there for a long time. And then Charlie started to be recognized as a pretty good artist.
Jim Peterson ranches in the Judith Basin, is the former executive for the Montana Stock Growers and a past state senator and current chairman of the C.M. Russell Museum. He shared that the small watercolor passed hands many times until it was hung on the wall of a rancher's home.
W. Hyde Cooper, I think was his name, was a rancher in central Montana and an MSGA member at that time. And this painting hung in his ranch house for 30 years. So on November 17th, 1942, he presented it to Montana Stock Growers Association.
The stock growers still own the priceless artwork, putting it on permanent display for the public to see at the Montana Historical Society in Helena.
It's an incredible piece of artwork. It especially has a personal meaning to these ranchers out in the cold country, that's for sure. And it brings to mind that a big part of what Montana has been from the beginning, livestock is still a big part of Montana right now, and it is our goal to keep it that way.
This image that hangs on many ranchers' walls is a reminder of the power of Mother Nature, but also to their commitment to their livestock and land, no matter the weather. Reporting, Lane Nordland, MTN News.
The painting is also known as the Last of the 5,000.